Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Flux. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. So we're jumping into the daily chart, and you can see that Flux is currently printing a higher low. We have this low, which is our bear market bottom from August 2023, and we have the current low, which is the current bottom, obviously, from August 2024. And this is a good thing. Keeping up an uptrend is very important. So by this logic, the next move to the upside has to take us above this top in order for us to continue the uptrend. So that would be more that, going above $1.80. And if this is the Binance chart, by the way, so it doesn't have the entire history or entire trading history. We're going to take a look at a better chart on the weekly time frame, but for now we're just focusing in on what's going on here. Let's just zoom in on the current pattern, and this is a symmetrical triangle, a 50-50 pattern. This is a non-biased pattern, you could say. There is no bias to the upside or to the downside. Now, we can actually determine where this will break out to by the overall sentiment in the market. So if we are approaching the elections and everyone's expecting an alt season, and again, just because everyone's expecting something doesn't mean it's going to happen, but the general consensus is that we're approaching 2025, and 2025 is supposed to be the 2021 of the previous cycle. So the markets are going to be bullish, and the markets are going to be appreciating, especially with the interest rate cuts. So with all that in mind, we can logically assume that there will be a breakout from this pattern. So we're going to be moving to the upside. Now, if we take a trend line and measure the breakout, so we need this trend line from the top of the pattern all the way down to the bottom, and then we place this trend line somewhere at the potential breakout point. Let's say it's going to be November, all the way down here to January 2025. All of these are potential breakout dates, right? We can break out after the election. Let's say we have a massive breakout after the next FOMC meeting where we're going to see another 25 basis points cut. So all of this takes us roughly to this local top from June 2024, and that's at $1.03. And that is going to be a pretty important level. And also, full disclosure, I did triple my position in Flux. I am bullish on this project, and I think this can easily get to, at least a 10x, in my opinion, is going to be doable for Flux. The market cap is relatively small, and it's in a bullish niche. So we're going to see some appreciation in my own opinion. So $1.03 also could be a nice target to take profits at if you're looking to trade this mid-term. From the current prices, obviously that's going to be around a 2x, so 107% to be precise. So you can make 107% if you're looking to trade this event. Now, the other area to look out for is this resistance block. I'm going to add this to the chart. So this is an area that we have retested as support all the way back in April this year, in May, and in June, just slightly, I think. Actually, no, only May. So March, April, May, we retested this 3 times precisely, and then we broke down below in June 2024. So another possible outcome out of this symmetrical triangle is that we break out, we have a nice pump into this area, and then we get rejected. Because obviously there are some people who bought in here in 2024 who want to take profits, or at least get back out even without losing any money. So there could be a lot of selling pressure over here, and that could be our first stop before we eventually get to our technical target at $1. So we could have a retracement from there, come back down, retest 70 cents, which is a previous resistance as well. That could be a resistance on the way up. We don't know, but all of these levels can be our resistance, just so you understand. But the reason I'm saying we're going to have a powerful breakout is because usually when a breakout is a real breakout and not a fake one, we have a massive breakout. That's why I'm assuming we're going to break out above this area at 70 cents, and we're going to potentially run into 85 cents. From there, a retracement to 70 cents is going to be providing us with another good entry position. From there, we could break above that and get to $1. So that's the potential scenario that I'm looking at for Flux in the short to mid-term future. And if you haven't bought any tokens yet, if you don't know what this project is doing, definitely look into it. And before we continue with the video, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon. If you're interested in getting more exclusive content, you want to support me as a creator, and you like what you're seeing here on YouTube and you want more, feel free to check out the Patreon. That's definitely a place for you. There's a 7-day free trial, which means you can get access to all of my content since the inception of the page. So that means you get podcasts, low cap gems, technical analysis, project reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We try to do posts there on a daily basis. We cover airdrops and a lot of stuff that we don't really cover on YouTube because we don't have as much time. And of course, because patrons get more stuff and more content. And if you're interested in that, the link is down below in the description. Thank you all. Let's continue on with the video. And just to show you the CoinMarketCap page here for Flux, we're sitting at $186 million. So this is relatively cheap. And also the circulating supply is sitting at 85% of the total supply. So this means that there isn't going to be much token dilution that will drive the price down, and that will create more selling pressure perhaps. So this is a good thing. That's why I like the tokenomics. I like the market cap. I like what the project is doing. Therefore, I am buying more tokens. Simple as that. But let's switch over to the weekly chart. And here the chart looks even better. The chart looks even better. So we had this massive breakout from this falling wedge. We almost got to our technical target, which was over here at almost $2, but we failed to get to that exact point. But nonetheless, this was still a breakout. And if you want to pull out the Elliott wave structure, this was our wave 1 over here. We're looking at our wave 2 bottom at the moment, and then we're going to be looking at a wave 3 move to the upside, corrective wave 4, and wave 5 taking us perhaps somewhere to, $7, maybe $6. We don't know how high this thing can go, but you saw the market cap right now. A 10x from here would put us at $1.8 billion, and that would be $5. So is $1.8 billion possible for Flux? In my opinion, it is. So $5 is looking like a pretty realistic target. And $5.32 happens to be the 1.272 minimal target if we break out above this all-time high from December last cycle. So this is our all-time high. If we manage to break out above this level at $2.82, then $5.33 is going to be our minimal target. And let's say, just for the sake of argument, that's where wave 3 is going to end. Let's say that's going to be sometime in March, February 2025. Let's say we have a bullish move like that and we do a 10x in less than 6 months. It is possible. Like I said, the market cap is not that big, so it's not going to take a lot of money to move this thing around. Then we have a wave 4 correction into, let's say, May, June, and then we have one last spike to the upside, let's say by August or September. That's also going to be possible. Although I am of the opinion that the bull market peak, at least for Bitcoin, is going to be in the first half of 2025. I could be wrong. That's just my synopsis. That's just what I'm thinking. I'm just a dude on the internet, so you don't have to trade based on what I tell you. But I'm just giving you my opinion, and I'm telling you that if Bitcoin starts passing $100,000, I will not be holding my bags. I will start selling. And of course, everyone on Patreon will be advised of that. Everyone on Patreon was advised of my purchases of Flux when those took place. So make sure to check that out. If we take a look at some of the oscillators here, so the stochastic is rolling back down. We're just after this slight move to the upside, and the stochastic was in the overbought briefly, and now we're moving back down. Over here, the RSI is sitting very low. This is a very, very low position for the relative strength index. And this only means that this is a good buying opportunity for anyone looking to get into Flux. Now, in terms of the MACD, we're having an EMA squeeze, just like on the polka dot chart we looked at previously. You can see that we just had the moving average bouncing off the red signal line. So usually you look for these bullish and bearish crosses to confirm the trend for the asset. Now here we did not have a bullish cross. So once we have a bullish cross, which is going to be a lagging indicator, that will confirm your uptrend, just like we had a bullish cross over here back in September 2023 that confirmed this uptrend that concluded in March 2024, which was our wave 1. So we're going to wait for the wave 3 confirmation. The stochastic hopefully is going to resettle back in somewhere below the index of 20. And you guys can potentially restack more tokens even below 50 cents. You can see we're in a channel down pattern at the moment. So the bottom area of the pattern could be a good level to retest before moving to the upside. That means you're looking at potentially 40 cents. Now, do I think we're going to go back down there? I honestly don't know. You can set up some buy limit orders. And in case we do, you can always, set up those buy limit orders and then go to sleep, go to work, do whatever, because they will be filled out even without you being on the exchange necessarily. We can also add this trend line over here as support, because this is something that we have been retesting. Oh, hold on, give me 1 second. I don't know what that is. So this is something that we have been retesting as support back in July 2022, back in November 2022, and then briefly over here in June 2023. Then we broke below that, back tested that area as resistance in August last year, and then broke above. And since we've broken above, we only wicked below that area at 40 cents, and we haven't really touched that. So maybe, just maybe, before we enter wave 3, we could come back down to 40 cents, retest that previous resistance, and then from there we're going to explode into our wave 3. That's just a possibility. Volume isn't doing too bad, but of course during the bull market or during the active phase of the altcoin season, we are going to have much more volume coming in. And once you break out of this channel down pattern, you do want to focus in on the volume. If there is no volume coming into Flux, then that means there's a good chance that this was a fake breakout and you're going to come back down into the pattern. Also, on the weekly, you can see, let me just remove the drawings. We created a bearish cross in August that confirmed this downtrend for us. And hopefully we're going to have another bullish cross just like we had here in February earlier this year that will confirm the next leg up for Flux. So wait for that. That will be your confirmation. If you want to wait on the sidelines until all of this is figured out, you can wait for the weekly bullish cross, and that should be okay to enter. Of course, you're going to miss out on some potential gains, but if you want to be extra safe, then that's the way to go about things. Of course, not financial advice. I want to thank you all for watching this video. Let me know what are your thoughts on Flux. Stay safe and goodbye.